Hey, this is Jason, Nissan One, kind of showing you another budget project to do for your vehicle's car audio system. Now, I'm going to run a retained accessory power, which is the radio is going to stay on until the door is opened with the ignition off, kind of similar to newer GM models. And then the other one is going to be, because I have too many amps and I cannot run them just all off one remote wire, so I have to relay and put in a relay so that way it can power all of them and not damage my deck. Now, how I'm doing this is that I went down to the junkyard and got a relay box, and they don't sell these that often. They don't sell fuse boxes that often, so you can get these pennies on the dollar. As a matter of fact, I got this one for free. I've taken it all apart, left only the necessary wires that I didn't need to mess with or take out in, and then I've marked them for your convenience so you can see what I am doing to it. Now, the radio on until the door opened, which is the retained accessory power, takes two relays, and they are tied together so one relay shuts off the other relay via door switch, and so that way it doesn't keep running your stereo on, you know, after you open your door. When you shut your door again, it's not going to kick back on even with the key off. So that's why it takes two relays. Now, what I've got here, let me zoom into it. Now, on pin 86 and 87 of the first one is the radio accessory wire lead in. So, or it goes out to your radio accessory wire. Now, what you're going to want to do is jump them two together. And here, they're already jumped together, so I didn't even have to mess with this wire. I got fortunate. And then either one of these wires from either one, whether it be 86 or 87, you lead another wire out, which is this little guy, which is already leading out. That goes to your radio's accessory wire. 87A, this one doesn't have a center one, so that doesn't really matter. It actually worked out for my benefit as well. You don't need to use that. 30 down below this one here, and 86 on this side need to be jumped together. Once again, I didn't have to remove that set of wires. This one already has a little jumper on there. So what you want to do is you want to plug that one into plug 30, push it in there, and now they're jumped across. And then you want to take from either side, either 86 or 30, and lead a positive 12 volt out. This will go to your positive 12 volt right here. So now that one's said and done. Now take 85 on the first one here, and this one needs to be jumped over to 87A, which is right here in the center. So out of those wires that I've taken out, one of them had a jumper already. So you want to plug this one into here, and this one into here. And there you go. Now they're jumped together. Now as for relay 1, that one's done. Now you got two more pins left on relay 2 here. And one's 87, which is at the top, and that's not going to serve as any purpose, so don't worry about that. Down below it is 30 is a ground. Now, it had another wire sticking out of it. It was just white, but I'm color coding it, so that's why that one's gone, and I want it black. So I'll go ahead and that one goes into number 2, and I'll plug it in. Okay, and that one's done. There you go. With these wires, go ahead and mark the ends of them, all the wires that stick out, and you're ready to wire them into whatever you need to, which is the ground, the positive, you know, your radio, and then the pin over here on 85, that's the one that's going to go to your door trigger, your negative door trigger. Now, if you have a positive door trigger, you're going to need 3 relays. And you can go on to the12volt.com, and I'll post another video of that website, and that'll show you how to do it there. So there you go for those 2 relays. Those 2 are done. Now, moving on to this one. This is going to be for extra use of remote wire. So if you have multiple amps or you got fans or something like that, you're going to want to run a relay. I'll show you how to wire this one in. Now, 87, which is at your top here. Now remember, you're looking at it from the back side. So 87 is the top here. That's going to be a 12 volt positive. So once again, one of the wires that I've taken out before, here's 12 volt positive, is going to be the red. Go ahead, throw that in. Okay, now that one's in. Now moving on to 85. 85 is going to be the ground. So for the ground on that one, I don't want it black, but I'm going to make it white with a black stripe. That'll let me know that that is the accessory fuse or relay ground, and plug that one in. Okay, now once that's plugged in, move on to 30, which is going to be multiple outputs. One of the wires there that I've already had taken out of there has 2 leads coming from it, and so that's the one I'm going to use for the additional accessories wire, and they're blue with a yellow stripe, so that works out okay. And that plugs into that one there. And you got one more wire over here. That's going to be your remote turn on in. And so one of the wires that I've taken out was blue with white dots. That one will be the remote wire in, so it's pretty much color coded almost. And once that's in, that's all you need. You don't need the center or nothing like that. Now make sure you label all your wires, and then go ahead and loom them and lead them out in the direction that the original harness came from. Now I'm going to zoom out. Now I didn't snap them into place because I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm going to pull them off, move them out of my way here, pull out a couple of them. Okay. Now turning it over. Now say you've got your loom, wrapped off, going the way it's loomed and wrapped the way you want it. Take your relays, plug them in to their positions. Da-da-da-da. Bam, bam, and bam. There you go. This is the bottom cap. Go ahead and cover over the bottom of it with your harness leading out to the side it's designated for. Throw your cap back on, and boom, you're ready to go. Now you have a relay center specifically for your electronics that you're putting in your rig. It'll look professional. Go ahead and bolt it into the side. You can actually put this under the hood. You can put it in a battery box in your truck bed, wherever you have it. You can put it anywhere. Possibilities are endless. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll post another video soon.